Hi, I'm Mogana, special need kids therapist, first in Malaysia using the Malilo's method approach designed by Dr. Robert Malilo, who is an expert of childhood neurodevelopmental disorder, professor of Harvard University, brain researcher, and many more. And I've practicing his courses, his approach for the past 1.5 years with great results. So in today's topic, we're going to talk about what do we do when your child faces a milestone delay. So whenever your child having a milestone delay, yes, we understand that when you go for a checkup, the doctors or the nurses says that it's okay, that because it's common that everyone is getting delayed. So if just a child is walking at the age of 1.5 years, it's fine. No, actually the milestone is set for a reason, and there is a grace period when the milestone has to reach. So it's very important as a parent or as a caretaker, you need to understand the milestone and you need to stay in that milestone. So if the baby could not do an action or a development in that grace period, you are required to support the child. How, for instance, in the first month of the baby is supposed to have a stable head position, that the baby can lift the head and hold the head, right? So what you do is you can hold the baby's head, you can do the exercise in order to support the baby if the baby have not reached the milestone. So you support to build up the muscles that they require. The muscle, it does not only build on their neck part or the body part physically, but it also strengthen or create connection in the brain that will support for them to reach to the next stage. For instance, if they can't roll, help them to roll, move the body to the side, to left and right, and then try to put the hand, move it to the other side of the body, and the leg, ask them to keep on doing this. All this will build the muscle. For instance, if they can't, once they roll, they can't move forward or backward, you need to put a bolster on their stomach and then try to roll them front and backward, so they're able to build up the stomach muscles, the abdominal muscles that create the balance or create the connection in the brain, and also create the muscle that they require in order for them to hold, lift themselves and crawl. So every single time when they reach to the milestone grace period, ensure that you are helping the child if the child could not do it themselves. So it's not that every single time you require, you need to make that support, but only when the child is not reaching the milestone. It's very important, very crucial for you to do the support so the baby can reach the threshold that they require to make through the action in order to build up that muscle in the brain, so they can reach to the next milestone stage, which automatically they will be able to adapt or to do that function by themselves. So when there is a delay or anything, they can't do it themselves, so it requires a lot of things, and throughout the process they will miss a certain milestone that whatever connection the brain has to make through this action of the child, it will be missed and they will skip to another part, but that leads to a future problem which causes the ADHD, dyslexia, autism, global development delay, and many other neurological disorders. And what will be a healthy lifestyle? A healthy lifestyle would also be in their food, a dietary plan. So apart from building their muscle and supporting them to reach their milestone, it's very crucial and very important for you to follow their diet. Give a brain food, appropriate brain food. If you're still breastfeeding, then you need to consume some of the brain food to help the child to get the proper nutrition. So mostly we ask to use consume grains, some of the grains, nuts that helps to boost the brain, fruits, berries, strawberries, fish like salmon, and all those things to support the child. So it's very important what are the things that you're giving your child and what kind of supports that you're giving your child. Just because the doctor or the nurse is saying that it's okay, this is common, it's not okay. Just for your understanding, it's like if you're commonizing a lot of things that the child is being delayed, it's okay. It's same as Now we have a lot of obesity cases. So is that okay for us to be obese? Because it's common, everyone is being obese, so it's okay for you to be obese also. Well, that is unhealthy. So same goes to the brain development or the child's milestone. Just because a lot of people are having delays in their development, it doesn't mean that we are okay with our child being delayed. If it is okay to be delayed, then why there is a huge hike on cases on ADHD, dyslexia, autism, OCD, Tourette, and many other neurological disorders? Most of my clients who comes to me have not reached their milestone on the correct time or the period, and most of them autistic kids, they did not crawl. Some of them, they crawl in a different or awkward position, and some of them did not sit, but instead they just straight stand and walk. And some, they have really delayed development, they have not reached any of the milestone according to the milestone grace period. So these are the red flags that you are supposed to look into and always seek for solution, and do not give up or trust based on one answer stating it is okay, you can't do anything. You find an institution, there is no such thing. Brain is plastic, meaning at any age with appropriate hemispheric diagnosis and hemispheric stimulation, the brain is changeable, and you can build a muscle to recreate the balance in your brain regardless of the age. So it's very important for you to first identify what is the cause, and also to stimulate the brain and help the brain to reach to the correct milestones or the delays or whatever symptoms that are showing.